Right, good day. New project. We've got a really nice one here. I'm going to show you what it is. There you go. Can you guess what it is? Pretty common shape, should be well known. I'll show you. It's a Jackson Kelly. It's one of the new 2017 models. ICJ blah blah blah. That's on the serial number. It just says Jackson on the back, crafted in Indonesia. Set neck or not straight through. I imagine it's a glued in neck, set neck. I can't see any join there, so it could be a straight through. In satin black, white binding, beautiful looking guitar. It will have, I'd imagine it's got a compound radius fingerboard, so you'll be looking at radius from 10, 16 to about, from about 10 to 16 I imagine, or 12 up this end, 16 at this end. Flattens out as you get to the solo area. Tremolo on there, not one of my favourites. I don't like gold hardware anyway, but it's not so much about gold hardware. It's a Floyd Rose Special. It's got gold locking nut and gold Jackson tuners. Myself, personally, I'd swap this for a black tremolo or a Cosmo Black with a black nut and same colour tuners. I'd go for Gotoh tuners, and I'd probably go for a Gotoh Floyd Rose or an official Floyd Rose myself. Stick some black knobs on there. He's thinking about doing it all in Cosmos Black. It looks like you're going to have to go for an original Floyd. If you could fit a Gotoh, and I'd go with that myself. But anyway, we're not touching the tremolo this time round. Well, we are. We're going to set it up. But what this is in for, it's in for its first setup. It's a brand new guitar. It belongs to a regular client of mine. Nice lad. Brings all this stuff to me. So it's in for basically its first ever setup. So he's got a special rate on the setup, as I do the brand new guitar setup starting at £30. He's also going to want the Floyd Rose setting up, which is going to be a bit extra on top. And we're going to rip the Jackson pickups out, and we're going to stick in, got some Seymour Duncans. But not just normal, regular standard Seymour Duncans. These are, oh, it's a lovely colour, a bit like a gunmetal colour. And we're in the bridge, we're going with this. A Nazgul in the bridge. And a Sentient in the neck. These are gonna be brutal. Absolutely fantastic. Don't know much about this because I just know they're good, so I'm going to be sticking them in. So I told him I'd get this done for him Friday. I only bought it in yesterday. I'm a bit busy, but I've squeezed him in. You know, as you do with your good customers. So I'm going to crack on and get this done today. He says also, will you do a video of it, what it sounds like when you've set it up and that. So that's what I'm going to do. I've not even plugged it in yet. I'm going to plug it in a minute, see what it sounds like with the Jacksons, just for myself. Beautiful looking guitar. It's cost him a good few quid. He's always ready to customise it. He's one of these lads, he has the best, buys himself the best gear, and you can't fault him for that. And he wants good upgrades on it. It will upgrade the tremolo in time. Now, your Floyd Rose Special, they're not that bad. You know, I used to import these and I used to sell them a few years ago. They're made of, I think it's a regular steel base plate, but rests on it. The saddle's a zinc, and the big block underneath is zinc, and it's not so big. But apart from that, they're a pretty decent tremolo. So we're going to see how it goes on with it for a bit. I don't like gold hardware anyway, but I must admit it does look good on this. It does look really quite good. Tremolo is going to be absolutely fine. It'll be stable enough. It looks like the base plate's quite thick. The only thing that lets them down, like I say, is the zinc saddles. You could swap just the saddles out. Go and get a set of gold saddles. Floyd Rose ones, I think it cost you about 30 quid. And I've got a spare block you could have. You could buy off me really cheap. A steel, oh, it's a brass one I think, or steel. Proper official Floyd Rose one. So that's one way of upgrading without changing anything. So like I say, I'm going to go and plug it in and have a play on it. Just so I can see what it's going to sound like after. Then I'm going to strip it down. I'll do the setup with these strings on. I'm going to strip it down. After I've done the setup, I'm going to get new pickups in. And then we'll redo the setup. We'll get it all back ship shape, Bristol fashion. Could be a while, well, a couple of hours on this I imagine. No too major, all pretty straightforward. Just take my time, get some nice soldering done in there on the pickups, and I'll come back later with a little demo and an update. Good day, and what a beautiful day it is. It's 9:45 in the morning. I've been up a couple of hours, haven't done a lot though. It's been absolutely beautiful since I got it. It's really warm out. I've just been outside, watered my potato patches and all that, as you do. And I'm giving a little update on this Jackson Kelly. And I've got the pickups in. One little problem where there wasn't a pickup ring in one of the pickup boxes, so luckily I had another matte black one. Even though it should be shorter than this one, but it should have a high one and a low one. But it's the same height as the other one, but at least it looks apart. It looks absolutely great. The guitar does look set up, but don't be fooled, it isn't. I haven't set the tremolo up yet. But I'm just going to show the electrics inside. There you go, it's a bit upside down. I could do it right road if you want. I just don't want to smash the window. And what I do is, when I've got a grounding, when I'm doing a lot of grounding, like here for instance, I solder in a circle of copper wire, 22 AWG copper wire, and I've soldered that to the grounding plate on this three-way switch, and I've made a loop, and I solder all the grounds to that loop. It just makes everything so much easier. So little tip for you there. So all the electrics are done, the pickups are in, we've routed everything nice and neat. I can get that control plate back on now. Now when it comes to doing this tremolo, I don't ever more go into the centre, I have them on the outside, so I'm going to alter the springs, put them on the outside. It's just the way I like to do it, so I'm going to get that done shortly as well. And then I'm going to block the tremolo, and I'm going to get the strings, get everything set. The intonation's been done, radius you don't have to worry about on a Floyd Rose. It's what it is. I'm going to stretch the strings now, get everything tuned to pitch. Once it's all tuned to pitch, we're going to, like I say, we're going to block the tremolo up, get everything all tuned in right, and what I'll do then is I'll set the tremolo. I've done many videos on how to set up Floyd Roses, so I'm not going to show the actual work here, but what I will do is, once the guitar's all set up, I've got all the cavity plates back on, and I've given it a clean, a wipe over, I'll come back and we'll have a little plug in and we'll have a little listen to it. I've already had a little listen to it. We're not quite being in tune, but I've plugged it in, and these pickups are 10 times better than the Jackson pickups that it came with, so really good. They're just really nice and sharp, really cutting. So I'll give you a little demo of that when I come back in a bit. And here we go with the Jackson Kelly. Forget what model it is, don't really matter, I'll find that out later, I'll put it on the title. Action nice and low, 1.3 on the top E, 1.5 on the bottom E. That's high to millimetres above the strings are above the 12th fret, the bottom of the strings. 1.5, 1.3, blah blah blah. Tremolo's level. What a beautiful guitar. It's had 2 new pickups put in, 2 new pickup rings, and 1 pickup ring was missing, so I put one of my own old ones on there. So they're both matte black. The owner of this guitar, Nathan, he says, can you plug it in and give me a sound demo? He wants to hear what the pickups sound like before he picks it up. So yeah, I can do that. My standard brown sound, playing through my Yamaha THR 10X. Overdrive on, no drive on there, just as a boost. So there you go, sounds pretty good. Nice pickups. think you'll agree, sounds really pretty good. Just play through a tranny amp there. It's a just a little Yamaha THR-10X. Lovely little amp. I'm sure this is going to sound absolutely brutal through Nathan's own. He's got a Black Star amp at home, so there you go, all ready to go. I'll find out the name of this guitar, what type it is. I know it's a 2017 model, that's why I paid the extra. I think the retail, 600-700 quid, something like that. Pickups in there. You got a Seymour Duncan, you've got a Nazgul in the bridge, Sentient in the neck. You got a Floyd Rose Special tremolo. Slightly out of tune this, I'll get it all tuned in again in a second. Jackson tuners on the end there. Look pretty much like Gotoh's, could be, I don't know. I don't like the gold hardware, but at the end of the day, that's my preference. This is Nathan's preference. A beautiful looking guitar, beautiful binding, wonderful neck to play. He said when he played it, he says it's got the most wonderful neck, best one he's got, and he's got some good guitars, this lad. So there you go, that's one wrapped up. I'm going to get it all, get it back in its case. Nathan is going to be on his way short, let's come and pick it up. And that's it. So, as always, and until the next project, be good to each other, and I'll talk to you soon.